Welcome to my channel. And you're probably wondering what exactly I mean by make hay when the sun shines. Sun transits aren't really talked about in some circle of astrologers, uh, mostly because people don't give much importance to the sun because the outer planets like Jupiter, Rahu, and Ketu are mostly seen as the change makers. But I want to show you the power of the sun in this video, and if this video gets at least a few thousand likes or subscribers, then I might just think about continuing this series, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting anymore. Let's get started. Now, according to Vedic astrology, Sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries and it's debilitated in the sign of Libra. So, as it leaves its exaltation point and moves away from its point of strength, so it's kind of becoming weaker and weaker till it finally falls in the Libra sign. Right now, we have Sun in the center of its exaltation and debilitation sign, that is, it is pretty much in the middle. And although this is a placement not considered very sun-like because Cancer is a water sign, you will see the nurturing qualities of the sun come to the foreground. But moving forward, we are going to see sun move to the sign of Leo, which is its original sign, its insignia, its powerhouse, and its rightful throne in the constellation. Sun will now move from the sign of Cancer to the sign of Leo in the month of August, and precisely on 17th of August 2023. Now, although Saturn is now having a direct vision on the sun, remember, for the time being, Saturn is ever more conscious of the previous house because Saturn is now retrograde. And if this were a direct Saturn, then you could sense some kind of difficulty when Sun moves to the Leo sign. But since Saturn is mostly having its sights set on its previous house, you could say that there's going to be a reduction in its malefic effects or even slowing down the sun. Nonetheless, the effect is going to be felt, but what's more important is to take advantage of the positive energies and opportunities available during this period because sun is now going to be extremely powerful. Now, no matter which ascendant you are, you can stand benefited when sun is in the Leo sign. Sun is one of the most amazing planets among the nine planets in Vedic astrology, and it's not called the king of all planets without a reason. It's the force that inspires you. Sun represents the ego, it represents pride, especially more so when it's in the Leo sign. Sun is also the creative expression and that which brings life. It is also a planet that resolves issues or problems in one single stroke. Unlike Mars, which would do it in a stepwise manner, Sun is just going to make all that disappear in one sweep. That's the power of the sun. It's hard to put in words the real power of this planet. It's enigmatic, it's empowering, it brings a sense of cheerfulness, and sun is awe-inspiring, literally. So in a way, it's probably the most important planet to consider when you're looking at how well you're going to fare in life. Now, irrespective of the ascendant, mark these dates in your calendar because this will be significant if you play your cards right. Now, Sun will be in the sign of Leo till September 16th and will be in the Virgo from September 17th onwards till October 17th. And there's no better time for you to make the most of your life's creative inventions, whether that's research or art or expressing your creative talent or even honing your creative skills. Although there could be some difficulty because of Saturn, it's still one of the best times you can think of during the year 2023 because Jupiter and Rahu in the sign of Aries are going to be aspecting the sun to help conquer what would otherwise be met with a lot of resistance. It's your time to shine with the sun. So let's move on. So, what kind of activities are we talking about? For those expecting children, or those who want to conceive or have a child, let me tell you that this would be one of the best times for you to conceive because the Leo sign in the natural zodiac order represents creation. It represents children. And when Sun moves back to his own sign of creation, you could expect some fruitful results. Of course, for those who have Sun in the fifth house in their birth chart, or a malefic Sun, which is linked to delay in having children or progeny, or because of some other planet which are either large of the fifth, or Jupiter itself, which is a Karaka for children, gets combust or has a malefic influence by malefic planets, then your chances of having a child may get delayed. But fear not, there is a fantabulous solution for this. And what is the solution? As per Rishi Parashara, listen carefully. As per Rishi Parashara, he suggests that the couple or the afflicted person trying to conceive read the Hari Vamsh Puran. Now, there are plenty of sources where you can find this from. It could be a book, it could be an audible, but if you want the easy route, I would recommend you listen to audio discourses available on YouTube by various authors. They are condensed but get the message across. Sri Velukuri Krishna Swami is one of them. Tamil audiences can refer to him. As far as Kannada audiences are concerned, I would suggest Sri Vyasraj Math. He seems to be good, but there's the problem of translation. I haven't been able to find a condensed book version of the Quran in English. If I find a good one, I'll remember to come back and post it in my description sooner or later. But in case you don't find any links in my description, you will have to do the searching yourself to find a good copy of the Harivamsh Puran, which will be a panacea for those having problems with childbirth. Additionally, it is also a good way to rectify any problems that you may have in your creative expressions due to conjunction, aspect, or Sun itself being the sixth, eighth, or the 12th lords in your birth chart going into the fifth house of creation, or even your 11th house of monetary gains. Okay, so moving on, let me give you a pen picture of sorts, or a guideline that individuals with different ascendants may follow during this time period. Before that, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe below. Do smash that like button and share this with your friends who are facing similar issues, such as issues with progeny or creative expression, or even having an inverted ego. That would definitely be a step towards earning some good karmic points for yourself, and will help strengthen your Sun and Jupiter, because basically you're spreading knowledge. So let's begin, guys. Let's start with Aries ascendant. Okay, so for Aries ascendant, this is the time where you could feel ever more confident and embrace your individuality and assertiveness. Rahu's aspect may create some challenges or obsessions in making you overly ambitious or prone to indulgence, but Saturn's aspect can add a dose of discipline, responsibility, and even maturity to your creative and educational pursuits. This aspect may also indicate a strong focus on long term goals and ambitions. It might make you hardworking and persistent in your endeavors. And because of the Jupiter's aspect on the Sun, it can bring expansion, growth, and wisdom to your own personality and the way you express yourself. Remember to focus on creative projects, self promotion, self marketing, and leadership opportunities. These have got to be your mantra till at least October the 17th. So, for Taurus ascendants during this period, it's quite possible that you would love to stay at home, and your identity is now going to be connected with your home environment. For those who have been waiting for a foreign journey, this time may also provide you with opportunities for foreign travel or involvement in humanitarian causes. However, Rahu's aspect may create some challenges related to emotions, dreams, or subconscious desires. There could be some kind of inner restlessness and a longing for something more significant, which may make you go after elusive things. That might definitely affect the Sun in forging a solid identity. So, this is a time where you should focus on the other side of your home environment, that is, the outside world. Let me tell you that there's a lot happening within your friend circle, within your peer group, and you, although would love to connect with them, there's probably a part of you that's holding back. But remember, there's no better time than this to feel more refreshed and pumped up. So ideally, you should be able to connect with your friends and peers, and also do go on an adventure trip maybe, and do whatever it takes to enhance your social life, which will prove to be extremely fruitful and memorable once this period is over. This will also kind of help your Rahu settle down for the time being. For Gemini ascendants, so, if you have been a closed person with regards to learning new things, this is the right time for you to be open minded and also consider new possibilities. Saturn's aspect can bring a sense of discipline, responsibility, and wisdom to your personality in matters connected to higher knowledge, spirituality, and long distance travel. Your siblings may adapt a serious and philosophical approach to life, and that might also have a bearing on you to understand deeper truths. The aspect of Jupiter will enhance your social and networking skills. It might bring opportunities for growth and success through friendships, associations, and goals related to your ambitions. But Rahu's aspect may create some challenges related to friendships, desires, and aspirations. You may have a strong ambition and a drive to achieve your goal, but you should be cautious not to get overly obsessed or fall into unrealistic pursuits, because Rahu can cause that smoke and mirrors, which might get you into a wild goose chase. However, on the macro level, this is a time where you should be concentrating on higher learning, public speaking, and also networking, expressing your ideas and thoughts more confidently. So, for Cancer ascendants, this is a time where you would take pride in your family and material possessions. You could also end up spending a lot of money in order to buy new things to create assets of lasting nature. And when I say lasting nature, I'm talking about anything that's got a shelf life of more than 5 years. But Saturn's powerful gaze from Aquarius could give you a natural talent for exploring deeper subjects or spiritual matters. Jupiter and Rahu's aspect from the 10th house indicates that you or your family members would receive some kind of knowledge on potential business opportunities or even ideas on how to expand your business if you already own one. But the advice may also come from your father. So you could also see favors, recognition, or help by way of tips and tricks from people at your workplace in expanding your wealth and investments. But you need to remember that unrealistic ideas or ideas that come through crooked means that promise huge returns or something that you need to consider very carefully, because those things either don't last or don't materialize the way you want it to. It could end up giving you a lot of loss, and so take the righteous path to success and you should be all right. Now, some of the people at your workplace can become envious of your family. That's another possibility. If you think you have reasons to hide your family from the gaze of your coworkers, then you should definitely do that. But overall, a good time for your family, expanding your financial knowledge, and also planning for future investments. For Leo ascendants, this is the time for you to embrace your charisma and leadership skills, to uh, to show off, showcase your talents, to make a positive impact on other people. There's a possibility that your father or father-like figure could have some health issues, but despite the odds of ill fate or bad luck, which is quite possible during this time, you will love to fight back and take things head on to emerge victorious. You will gain the necessary strength and also possess the decision making ability to act swiftly on any matter that concerns you. But before you do that, you need to remember not to cause ripples in your relationship with your spouse, because that's a very important necessity at this time. Please do remember that, because if you don't do this, you will spend all your energy in resolving those issues or quarrels with your spouse, and that could take your focus away from the most important things that you should be concentrating on. So, for Virgo ascendants, this is a time for you to focus on spiritual growth. You could get into introspection. You could also connect with healing. You would be better off in spending time for uh, self care and rejuvenation. This is also a time where you could spend time mulling over your debts and borrowing and how to clear them. This could be a golden opportunity for you towards achieving a better financial status. I know this time period is very short, but this is one of the best times for you to think about it, to take action and set long term goals, and set the uh, wheels in motion. Some of you may also get a chance, sudden chance to enjoy a foreign journey or a vacation in some foreign country, where you would enjoy a Raj Yoga in that foreign place. Virgo ascendant's best time for you is from 17th of August till 17th of October. So make the best use of this time to shine with the sun. Okay, for Libra ascendants, this is a time for you to strengthen your relationships, whether that's personal or professional. You need to concentrate on collaboration and seeking harmony in your interactions, but also a good time where you could see some money flowing in, or the beginning of some kind of extra income coming your way through legal partnerships, legal agreements, or even rental income for letting your house. Certainly, there's going to be some challenges and hurdle in realizing that income, but you will find ways and means to resolve those challenges because of the sun in your 11th house. But because it is a Bada case, remember what I've said in the beginning of the video and try to follow the remedies that I've mentioned, or at least engage in worshipping the sun during dawn and dusk, and that should do for you. For Scorpio ascendants, Scorpio ascendants, what an excellent time for you to focus on your career and your financial planning, including investments and tackling joint ventures, or joint projects. What a bonanza, because Sun now gets directional strength and he is seated in his own throne. So, this is a time for you to become real creative in your job and also in your home environment, whether that's renovation or redoing some interiors or all of that. Of course, all of that is on the cards. You would in all likelihood work in an extremely challenging environment during this time, but it's going to not only help you in gaining a better understanding of the challenges that your work might give you, but also boost your ego and make you extremely confident to resolve them very quickly. You could see yourself rising up the ranks if you play your cards right during this time. So don't mess it up. Go for it. Do your best and leave the rest to the planets to bless you with that position. For Sagittarius ascendants, I just have one thing to say for you, and that is to try and find ways to expand your horizons through travel, through education, and also exploring your own dharma or belief system. And that could be extremely rewarding for you in the long run. Your mother could also find creative ways in dealing with your father if they've had a rough time in the past. This also shows that your father is going to gain a lot of energy and strength through your family members, whether that's yourself or through your siblings. This is the time for you to reflect on your own luck and count your blessings and feel gratitude to the powers that be that has helped you get so far in life. If you're quite old or in your late 60s or 70s, you could receive good news and joy through your grandchildren during this time. If you're expecting delivery of a grandchild through your own children between August 17th and September 17th, then let me tell you that you may be blessed with a grandchild who is going to be bright and an embodiment of power and authority. Okay, so make the best use of your time to reflect on your past and how blessed you are to be where you are right now. For Capricorn ascendants, this is a time for you to embrace higher realities, such as occult or transformative knowledge, because Sun is now going to help you get a clear picture on the hidden aspects of your life, which would otherwise be unknown or unknowable. The knowledge itself can bring a lot of mental peace. It can liberate you and it can bring a sense of comfort knowing what you're dealing with. But remember, the more effort you put in to know more about the hidden secrets, the more you will be rewarded. This is a very good time if you are learning astrology. The reward will be usually twice or thrice the amount of effort you put in. This is also a time for you to think about your family, your savings, your personal finance, and you will get privileged information during this time in all these areas. So pay close attention to such things which will help you in the long run. But the time between 17th of August and September 17th could mark the beginning of setting long-term goals and building a solid foundation of wealth and family bonding. For Aquarius ascendants, this is a grand time for you to see the results of the hard work that you've made in the past. You or your spouse could be making money out of legal partnerships through network circles or even from your own family business. Sun is definitely here to reward you with energy, to reward you with power and authority. So, what an excellent time for you to also concentrate on your own physical health if you have neglected it in the past, or if this year has not been very favorable with regards to maintaining good health. The rest assured that help is on its way. This could be the beginning of a long journey in staying fit and healthy. On the other hand, you also need to be very careful of any accidents or slips and falls that might get you with a soaring hospital bill, and not a very good time as far as your relationship with your spouse or other people goes. So there's tension, there's a lot of possibility of uh, ego clashes with other people which might get you bogged down. And the best remedy for you at this time is to engage in humanitarian efforts, connect with like minded individuals, and be open to unconventional opportunities, and that should do for you. Moving on, Pisces ascendants. Okay, Pisces ascendants focus on personal transformation. There's a part of you that's holding you back from expressing yourself or even transforming yourself into someone more amazing, where Saturn is pulling you back into the known territory, and change is something that's hated by Saturn, right? But by embracing the sun and its power, you should push forward to break free from your comfort zone, to actually find that ultimate transformation, whether that's material or spiritual, whatever it is that you're aiming for. If it's spiritual development, then I can assure you that this is the time where you are at your best in exploring your inner world up until October 16th. This is also a wonderful time to find new opportunities and new challenges which might become a potential source of income or investment. This is also the right time for you to concentrate on resolving any long term health complications that you might have, because Sun is a qualified physician. So you might get help through physicians or through alternative medicine practitioners. Try to give as much importance as possible to your health and get them addressed quickly. You never know, you might be able to put an end to it permanently, or at least find ways to manage them for the long term. And as we conclude this astrological exploration, let the light of the sun inspire you to take action, to dream big, make the most of your sunny days, and make hay when the sun shines. Remember, the best part of the sun is that even if it is the 6th, 8th, or the 12th Lord, when sun goes to the Leo sign, its own sign, you could expect some really good results, really good changes that are mostly rewarding rather than punishing, because now the sun owns that house, it owns that sign. If you like my video, do share this with your friends and well wishers, and I appreciate all the support that I've been getting for this channel. And it's mostly me running this whole thing, so it's definitely encouraging to see those likes and any comment that you leave, which helps me keep going. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again with another new video very soon.